If you phonetically read the name of the think tank, it is Mackinac. They apparently prefer to be called Mackinac. I'm going to keep calling them Mackinac. Mackinac, Mackinac. I knew the place in Michigan was Mackinac. I did not know the think tank was named for the place and that it should therefore sound the same. Still, totally wrong. Totally wrong. Also, Fond du Lac. Fond du Lac. Fond du Lac. Secretary La Follette, Secretary Doug La Follette. You know, this whole saying things out loud, pronouncing them on television, it can be trouble. Okay, so to be clear, the think tank in Michigan, like the island, is called Mackinac. I can be spiteful about it, but it's still Mackinac. The city in Wisconsin is called Fond du Lac. And the Secretary of State in Wisconsin is called Doug La Follette. As long as we are talking about things that are hard for me to say out loud, I need you to know that I am incapable of saying the word procurement any faster than I did just then. Procurement. I cannot say it except that slowly. I cannot say it any faster or it comes out garbled. Nuclear, no problem. Procurement, slow. At the Maddow blog today, we simultaneously corrected the whole record on the Mackinac thing, and we solicited our readers' favorite weird or surprising pronunciations of American places. From Mighty Pony Girl, we got this, quote, in Michigan, there's a town called Charlotte? You may think, oh, Charlotte, like North Carolina. Turns out that's wrong. Michiganders pronounce this city Charlotte. Emphasis on the lot. When in doubt, get Frenchy. According to Eagle Lady 11, quote, I grew up in Colorado. We pronounce it Colorado. Rad rhymes with dad, not Colorado rhymes with rod or cod. Anybody who does that sounds snobby. Blanche Elizabeth Devereaux tells us in part, quote, despite how the Golden Girls pronounced it, Boca Raton does not rhyme with baton. It is pronounced Boca Raton, like phone. According to Andrew Eckhart, Maryland is pronounced to rhyme with Merlin. But then Susan B. says, quote, pronounced about the same as Merlin, actually, but don't say it that way if you aren't from Merlin, Maryland, or you will sound silly. Sandy tells us, quote, if you live in Kansas, the Arkansas River and Arkansas City are not pronounced Arkansas, but rather Arkansas. According to Kathy, the capital of South Dakota is pronounced Pierre. Looks like Pierre, but it's Pierre. Also, a small local town is spelled like Mount Sinai, but pronounced Sinai, which is so awkward, it is very awesome. A commenter named Susan tells us that a small town in Iowa spelled P-E-R-U is pronounced Piru. One of our producers actually could not believe that last one could be true, so she called up and kind of interrogated the poor person who answered the phone at the Chamber of Commerce in Madison County, Iowa, and that person cheerily assured her that it is in fact pronounced Piru. Piru, Iowa, not Peru, Piru. In other words, I and the staff of the show, we have as much pronunciation trouble as anybody. Procurement. But luckily for us and everybody else, there are solutions, even some that do not involve harassing good-natured Midwesterners. Merriam-Webster's online dictionary has a really good pronunciation guide, even as it turns out, if you are trying to pronounce something that looks like Mackinac.
Mackinac.
There's also the Voice of America website. If you are looking to pronounce the name of a foreign leader, it is particularly helpful. Like, say, for example, you would like to give a phone call or something, a shout out maybe, to the president of Georgia.
Mikhail Saakashvili.
Saakashvili. We don't even have a way to indicate that in phonetic spelling. If you have a very specific need to know how to pronounce the name of a person, place, or thing in the state of Wisconsin specifically, there is a great web-based resource that I found today. It's at MissPronouncer.com. Check it out. At this website, here is Wisconsin Secretary of State Doug La Follette pronouncing his own name for you.
Doug La Follette.
See? Yeah. Best of all, though, there is this. Forvo. This pronunciation guide features people from the places where things are located pronouncing them. There are 6 pronunciations of Mackinac. Let's hear them.
Mackinac.
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 Did you hear the last one? Mackinac. She gets 2 thumbs down on the website for pronouncing it that way, but she got nothing like the rain of hellfire that Michiganders rained down on me last night for getting it wrong the same way. I am deeply sorry. Also, I am super edified and entertained by the process of coming up with this apology.